Citizens of the world, is Albanian language the oldest written language in the world? I'm asking you this question because Hittite is an offshoot of the Dardanian dialect of Illyrian branch of Indo-European languages. Dardanians built Vilusa or Troy. In Indo-European and in Albanian, Vilusa means the city of Illyrians, the city of the dragon. The name Vilusa matches the name Tiamat in the Babylonian philosophy. Ilianga or Vilusa in Hittite language threatened the world of Tarhund, which was the god of the sky, the god of clouds, the storm god in Hittite religion. There is solid historical evidence of the connection between Hittites and Dardanians. Ancient sources would be considered unreliable if mythology was taken into account alone. So according to mythology, Trojan civilization was built by Illyrians, Dardanians. But linguistic evidence shows that the name of Hattussa, the capital of Hittite realm, or the origin of the name Hittite, actually comes from the word father in Albanian and Greek and German and Old English, also in Albanian. This is unbelievable. Now, Hittite language and Old Indo-European language was similar to Semitic languages and had three types of laryngeal sounds. These sounds have vanished from modern European languages, but they are represented in Hittite language, written with cuneiform language signs. So the word atta, father, which is a Lallwort, which is a child's word, of course, it's identical in all Indo-European languages, but in Hittite language it was said atta. The most interesting thing is that the Albanian language has presented the masculine name atta, also the feminine Yosha, which means Hatussa, also Hattussa, Hattussa, which is the exact meaning of motherland in Hittite language. And this is unbelievable. Now I'll mention all the names in all Indo-European languages, and you'll be convinced that the name Hattussa means motherland in Albanian and Hittite language. So in Sanskrit, atta means mother or older sister. Atti-ḥ means older sister. In Ossetian, an old Indo-European language which has vanished now, it's ältere. And in Greek was atta, and in modern Greek is atta, which means old man, old fellow, father, just as in Albanian. And the most interesting thing of all is that the accusative in Greek and in Albanian is the same. So in Albanian is āttin, which means father in accusative, and in Greek it was əttein, which was grandfather in Greek. So the accusative of Illyrian and Greek became another word in Greek, in another dialect. The most ironic derivative is in Old High German and in Gothic atta, father, and the diminutive Attila, the enemy of Indo-European people, Attila the Hun. Attila, who brought down the Roman Empire, the enemy of civilization, is called with a diminutive noun in German, Attila. The same diminutive has been found in Greek and in Hittite language. So in Gothic we have Attila, father, and we have Ezzilo, also father. In Old Frisian we have atha, which means father. In Old High German we have atto, which means father, ancestor. In the Old Slavic Church we have otece, from atikos, which means father. And in Albanian we have atta, father, which is a name which has come from a feminine form. And this is the most interesting thing. A feminine noun has become a masculine noun in Albanian. And it belongs to the third declination nouns in Greek and in Albanian is all the same. All the cases are equal, unchanged for thousands of years. And in Albanian we have Josha, which means from Hittitian language Hatussa, Hattussa, motherland, and in Albanian means mother, grandmother. The name atta became the origin of the name Adela, which means female sex, or it means also of noble parentage. And we have other derivatives in Old High German, edili, in Old Saxonian, adelle, which means noble, aristocratic. In Old Norse, we have ōdal, fatherly. In Old High German, we have fater-uodal, fater-ōđil. In Old Frisian, we have edila, grand-grandfather. In Tocharian, what is Tocharian? Is the language of a strange people found buried in the sands of China. Unbelievable. Those tall Indo-European people have been found mummified in the deserts of China. So it is possible that Indo-European civilization spread as far as China and they built a new civilization in Asia. And finally we have in Old Avestan athyia, which means from noble parentage. Now this is very important because only in Albanian and in Old Persian we have this development, th and the, as two consonants that exist in pairs. The same consonant has been found in Celtic languages and also in Spanish, th and the. After the Hittite civilization was destroyed by a series of tremendous earthquakes in 1200 BC, another civilization was born, the Lydian civilization. And the name father is the same as in Albanian, atta, in Lydian civilization. Nothing changed, the language was the same. The Lydian civilization is very important because it shows the continuation of the Dardanian civilization in Asia Minor, but also the Lydians used another script, more advanced, the cuneiform. The same script found in Lydia was found later on in Mycenae, a great Illyrian civilization in Hellada or Hellas, or the seat of the gods in Illyrian. And the most interesting development linguistically is the derivative attala from atta in Hittitian. And we have in Greek atalos, which means in a juvenile manner, childish. Atalo, which means to gather, to wait, as in a habit, to jump cheerfully like a child. So we come back to the same old question, is Albanian the oldest written language in the world? And the answer is yes and no. It means that the Hittite language is another derivative of Indo-European family, but is very close to Albanian. So, in a way, it is Albanian because it has a lot of words similar to Albanian language, but it's not the daughter of Albanian language. It's rather its sister. So if all that counts, what are sisters for? It means, in another way, that Albanian is really the oldest written language in the world. That Albanian is an old written language, it is proven by Mesapic inscriptions found in southern Italy. So, Albanian civilization became the heart of Alba Longa, or Rome today. The real name of Rome is Alba Longa. It's an Albanian name. Rome is a very, very late name in Latin language. So, if it wasn't for Romans who destroyed Albanians, today the entire world would speak Albanian and not Roman languages. Thank you for your attention and goodbye to other movies.